Hi, welcome back to Gaming for Gamers, and here we are with more gaming crazy news, or crazy gaming news even. And I guess we've all got kind of used to seeing the headlines of AAA games that failed, and there's been so many, I'm not going to list them all, where instead of taking responsibility for the fact they've made a rubbish game, whether it's rubbish content or whether it's because the game's woke or got loads of woke dialogue, or there's loads of forced characters that are diverse or women or ugly, whatever it might be, instead of taking responsibility and saying we made a bad game, they'll blame gamers and say they're sexist, racist, homophobic, don't understand, too stupid to understand, need to understand, whatever it might be. We're all used to that. It's very annoying, it's very toxic, but that's where we are at the moment in gaming, unfortunately. But I saw this article, or a few articles about this in the last few days, and it's even more stupid than normal. So there's a guy who's the level designer at Crystal Dynamics, who are making a game called Perfect Dark. I don't know the game, and after seeing this guy's comments, I would definitely advise you not to be getting the game. And apparently it goes back quite a long time, but basically his overlying idea is that gamers are a mistake. It would be better to kind of make games that he just made, you know, as an art project that gamers didn't play, because gamers are the kind of problem. And why should he have to satisfy gamers when he makes a game? Who cares about them? It's just about what he wants to do and say in the game. So this thing with him is not a new thing. Apparently it goes back quite a while. For one thing, there was a female black character that was inserted into a game of Greek mythology, Greek history, and obviously people said, you know, you're forcing in a black female character into a situation where she wouldn't normally be in Greek history. And his response to that was that anyone who didn't like it was a racist pig. Obviously he's got a very great command of language. But obviously, again, because he's so focused on his own views, he hasn't understood what people are saying. And obviously anyone who doesn't want a black character in a game is racist, that's obvious. But we're not talking about that, as we never are. We're talking about people who don't want characters forced into situations where they're not. And if you force a black character, whether it's a woman or a man, into a game that's based in Greek mythology or Japan or Scandinavia, wherever it might be, and it doesn't fit in the history of that country or that time period, then that's going to be annoying and stupid, and of course people are going to call you out on it. In the same way as if you force white characters into a game about Africa a few hundred years ago, that would be stupid. If it was a game about the Zulu kingdom and you made the king of the Zulus a white guy, that would be stupid and called out straight away, and that would be fine because they happily call that out as being racist. So he's missed the point completely, but that's because he's either too stupid or just too pig-headed to understand. And another thing he did, apparently, is he said that anyone who doesn't like female protagonists in games is a sexist, and he would rather make every game with female protagonists if it got rid of all the sexist gamers. And again, he's obviously completely missed the point. No one is suggesting they don't want female characters. That would indeed be sexist. Here's Nora, she's a female character, and I don't think any gamers have ever got a problem with female characters. In fact, most gamers, especially male gamers, like female characters. But what we're talking about is female characters that are usurped, pushed into games just for the sake of having a girl boss, or just for the sake of replacing a male character for the sake of having a woman. And the characters aren't well rounded, they're not good, there's no point to them, or they're just bad characters, and that's what we're talking about. And again, because he's pig-headed and stupid, he's not got the foresight to understand what people are trying to say, because he just sees everything from his point of view. But even if you did, as with Matt Hansen at Obsidian, where he just used his point of view to talk about everything he wanted and didn't think about the ramifications to his game or his studio, because he had an opinion and his opinion was all that mattered. This guy's the same. He just doesn't see that A, he's not entitled to his opinion, B, that he shouldn't give his opinion publicly over and over again, and 3, that he doesn't have any responsibility to the game he's making, other people in his team, his studio, the backers of that game, or common sense. He just thinks, I can just say what I want, and who cares about the audience or the customers or anything else. And it's it just shows you, as with Matt Hansen, the kind of people we have in these companies now, where basically they don't feel they have to guard what they say or hold back on what they say. They literally think that their view and their message in a game is the only thing that matters, and the actual game is secondary. The gamers aren't even secondary. The gamers are completely not important. They're just a inconvenience. Unfortunately, some people have to buy this game. They couldn't care less if they like the game or not, but some people unfortunately have to buy our game, the peasants. So we have to sell it, but we don't want to. We just want to push our message and what we want to say in the game, and that's the state we've got to. So it's another not really surprising but crazy thing that people involved in gaming say, to destroy credibility, to destroy their game before it's even come out. And again, it's just entitlement gone mad. It's people working gaming that feel they're entitled to push their message, not be apologetic about that at all. When games fail, they don't feel anything is wrong other than the people that didn't like it were wrong, and they don't feel they have to hide their views, however extreme, however much they won't help their game or upcoming game. They just feel they can say anything they want, and it's a very, very bad state of affairs. So just remember that game, Perfect Dark. Avoid that game. That's all I can say. Anyway, thanks for watching Gaming for Gamers. Till next time, take care for now.